Uplifting Chat. It is time for us to get uplifted once again. If you are blessed by this message, please give this video a thumbs up down below, leave a comment, and share this video with someone else so that they too may be uplifted. I'm sure that you all must be familiar with the saying, the race is not for the swiftest, but he who endureth. And if you look at Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 11, and I will be reading from the Living Bible, it reads, Again I looked throughout the earth and saw that the swiftest person does not always win the race, nor the strongest man the battle, and that wise men are often poor, and skillful men are not necessarily famous, but it is all by chance, by happening to be at the right place at the right time. And Matthew 24 verse 13 says, But the one who endures to the end will be saved. If you have ever participated in a race at some time or another, then you can identify with the various stages that a marathon runner experiences. At the beginning of the race, you have a lot of excitement, you're extremely ready to go, because you know at the end of the finish line, there is a prize waiting for you. You're determined to come first. So you have all this pent-up adrenaline in you, but as you begin to run the race, you realize that you're running a very long distance, and you may begin to get weary as you start to wonder, am I ever going to get to the end of the finish line? Perhaps you're not much of a runner. Perhaps you prefer to cheer from the sidelines. Keep on going, keep on going. Well, as Christians, it is okay for us to cheer on other Christians to keep on going, keep on going. But unlike identifying with a marathon runner, we must stay in the race. So if you're just cheering on the sidelines and watching others and encouraging them, you've got to get back in the race. You've got to keep on going until you reach the finish line, because you want to hear God say, Well done, my good and faithful servant. The only way that you can make it to the finish line is if you keep your eyes on the prize, which means to keep your eyes on Jesus, knowing that at the end, He will be there, standing at the gates of heaven to welcome you in. Isaiah 40:31 says, But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. So perhaps you have been in the race for a long time. You're starting to get weary. You're wondering, am I ever going to get to the finish line? I am here today to say, don't you worry, and don't you fret. The race is not for the swiftest, but he who endureth. The race is not for the swiftest, but he who endureth. This has been another uplifting chat. Until next time, stay uplifted.
Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. For by it the people of old received their commendation. For by grace you have been saved through faith. And this is not your own doing, it is the gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand, that we should walk in them. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one receives the prize? So run that you may obtain it. Every athlete exercises self-control in all things. They do it to receive a perishable wreath, but we an imperishable. So I do not run aimlessly. I do not box as one beating the air, but I discipline my body and keep it under control, lest, after preaching to others, I myself should be disqualified. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith.